Hey, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom for this 1st of February. And we have a reading from St. Matthew's Gospel. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, your reward will be great in heaven." So we have these great beatitudes Jesus is teaching up on the Mount of the Beatitudes. When you go to the Holy Land, you can go there. It's overlooking the Sea of Galilee, very beautiful, scenic place. And I think people mistake this for, kind of soft poetry, that Jesus is just speaking some soothing truths. But really what Jesus is talking about is that his disciples are supposed to live in a very countercultural way, because most of the virtues that he talks about here are not very popular at all. Blessed are the meek. Meekness is seen in our society as weakness, right? But the person who's meek, the traditional understanding of that virtue, is someone who has an interior strength and doesn't need to cater to everyone and be popular, but can stand for the truth. And, blessed are the merciful. Again, that's another virtue that's often seen as compromise or weakness or giving in. But mercy really is what affirms the dignity of the other person, right? And that's the way God treats us. Blessed are the pure of heart. Is there any virtue that's more scorned in our culture than purity of heart? But the people who are pure of heart will see God, right? Blessed are you who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness. That person who stands for the truth no matter what it costs them. And that's not very popular. Everybody wants to be in with the in crowd and have a lot of likes these days. But the one who stands for righteousness and the truth and justice, they're seen as losers very often. So I think Jesus is calling us all to really be men and women of this interior strength and character, to stand for what God says is right, rather than what's popular, rather than whatever might be the fad of today, or floats on the surface of our modern day culture as something desirable and good, but rather look deeply into the teaching of Jesus and stand with him. I think that's the invitation of the Beatitudes. It's an invitation to strength of spirit that often we find missing in people today. So we, disciples of Jesus, we need to develop that and be ready to suffer persecution and insults for the sake of righteousness.